Hello everyone and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. So as you can see, we are in January and this is the month that I'll be selling all of the products that we have at our productions, and as well as I'll also be selling all the milk that we have. And this is the episode which will be our final episode before I jump cut for quite a few months so that we can progress with the temple construction site in the coming time. And in that way we'll be ending this series, and we'll also be completing with the temple construction work in a coming few episodes. So to begin with, what I will do is, before I sell any of our products, I will first deliver the cotton fabric to our tailor shop, for which I have already prepared our first load. There you can see we have 20,000 liters of fabric that we got from the spinnery, and I will deliver this load to our tailor shop so that we can start preparing the clothes that we are gonna sell in the coming time. So I will take this load to the tailor shop and deliver all these fabric there, and after that I can start selling our products. And I think to begin with I'll be selling our dairy products first. But what I will do is I will first sell the products from the canning factory, because I think the long grain rice processing will be completed by now right there, and we'll have enough bags of rice rolls and rice bags that we can sell. I think that will be a better idea. So I'll first move to the tailor shop and I will see you right there. So here we are at the tailor shop. I have to take a left from here, and this is the spawning point. So let's deliver all the pellets here. There we go. And it has taken all the pellets, and now I can activate the production and we can start making the clothes. There we go. And you can see it will be converting 4 units of cotton fabric to 2 units of clothes. That means for the 20,000 liters of fabric I'll be getting at least 10 pellets of clothes, and price for one pellet of cloth is over $32,000. That means I can easily make over $300,000 just by selling the clothes, which is a good thing. And now is the time to sell our rice rolls and rice bags, for which I will be moving towards the canning factory. Hopefully their production is completed. I will quickly have a look into the canning factory. There you can see it has consumed all the long grain rice. So I will first deactivate both these products. And now let's move to the canning factory so that we can start loading all the pellets of rice rolls and rice bags onto the trailer. And we are gonna sell all of them. And talking about the milk that we have, I think I'll also be selling all of the buffalo, cow, and goat milk that we have. It is because our dairy already has so much oil with it, so I don't think we'll be needing to deliver the milk as of coming few months. So I'll sell all the milk that we currently have, and as for the milk that we'll be getting from the next month, I will deliver some of it to the dairy, and I'll be saving the remaining milk for selling in the future. So I will now see you guys right at the canning factory. So here we are at the canning factory, and you can see we have a lot of pellets right here. So I will quickly load all these pellets onto the trailer, and I'll be taking them to the farmers market, I think. And as for the money, you can see we currently have right about $4.84 million in our bank account. And I do believe that by the time we end this episode, I'll be having over $6 million in our bank account. That means I am targeting to earn right about $1.2 million in this episode. So we'll see how close we can get. As for now, I'm gonna load all these pellets onto the trailer, and I will see you in just a second. So there you can see we are ready with our first load, and it is hell of a load. As you can see, we have 25 pellets of rolls and 37 pellets of rice bags. And I've already checked the prices, and I'll be getting over $4,500 for every pellet that we are gonna sell. And also the prices are best at the farmers market, so I'll be taking this load to the farmers market itself, and we are gonna sell all these pellets. And I'm pretty sure that we'll be making right about $300,000 just by selling our first load. So let's hope for the best. And I'm talking about the overall money because the environmental score will also be included in the money that we are gonna earn for from this load. So once we are done with selling this load, I will move to our dairy, and the next will be the dairy products that we are gonna sell. And after that, I will be selling our cake, and along with it, I will also take all the pellets of goat milk that we have. So we are in the middle of the farmers market, and it's quite a beautiful place, full of lightning, and our sell point is right here, and I have to take a right from here. And this place is always busy. You can see so many people are always roaming right here. So once again, let's see how close we can get to our $300,000 mark. I'll try to sell all the pellets in one go. There we go. And you can see we have made over $370,000 in total just by selling our rice rolls and rice bags. And this concludes our final bit of rice products that we have sold. And you can see we now have well over $5.2 million with us, which is a good money. So I will now move to, well, we are stuck with this road sign. I'll try to get rid of it. There we go. So now it's time to sell our dairy products, and for that I'll be moving to our smaller farm, and I'm gonna load almost all of the pellets that we'll be getting from our dairy. I will save a few pellets of butter as well as the bottled cow milk because we are gonna need it for the bakery. Rest, I'm gonna load all the pellets onto this trailer so that we can take it back to, I think, the farmers market once again. I won't be going to the restaurant because it is quite far away from here, although for some products we get a better price at the restaurant. But still, since we are hurrying up with the series and we are not short of any amount of money, so I think I'll be going to the farmers market once again with our next load of dairy products. We already have sold all the eggs that we got in the previous episode. So here is the dairy, and I'm gonna park our trailer at the back of the dairy so that it will be easy for me to load all the pellets onto the trailer. And I think this place will be perfect for it. There we go. So once again, I'm gonna load all these pellets onto the trailer, and I will see you once we are done. So there you can see we are ready with our second load, and this time I have taken all the pellets that we have at our dairy. It is because I have checked onto the reserves that we have at our bakery, and I have two pellets each of butter and bottled cow milk already at the bakery. So that's the reason I have loaded all the pellets that we got from the dairy onto the trailer. So once again, we are gonna move to the farmers market so that I can sell all these products, which I think should be worth about $275,000. So let's see how close we can get to that mark. And one thing to notice is if you look at the working hours on this tractor, you can see we have done almost 68 hours on this tractor, which is a good thing. I don't think I have ever used a tractor for such a long time on any of the farming simulator game that I ever played before this version. Although it was a second hand tractor that I purchased from the used vehicle sale, but still, I think 68 hours is quite good considering once we have gotten our new tractor, I have underutilized this tractor because I used to do the mowing and other baling work using this tractor, but since I have gotten the newer tractor, I have used that tractor for the mowing and baling work, and this tractor has been used mainly for carting or the weeding work. But still, I am pretty impressed with the performance of this tractor, and I'm pretty sure that once again I'm gonna use this tractor in my upcoming series because I'm it is a quite a powerful tractor, and I always liked the Fendt tractors. So as of now, let's move to the farmers market once again, and it's not too far away, so I won't be cutting any of the time, and I will still embrace the beauty of this map. So here's the sell point, and once again my guess will be $275,000. So let's see how close we can get. There we go. So this time we got it pretty much close. As you can see, we made $270,000 in total by selling our dairy milk, which is quite close to my guess. So now it's time to sell our bakery products as well as our goat milk. And for it, I will move to the bakery so that I can load all the pallets of cake onto the trailer. And then I will move to our goat farm and I will load all the pallets of goat milk onto the trailer, and we're gonna take them to the respective sell points. I think for the cake, I'm pretty sure that I'll be going back to the farmers market once again. And as for the goat milk, we'll have to go at the dairy. So here we are, and our potato processing plant is also working quite good. And I don't think I'll be selling any of the potato chips in this month, although I can surely have a look so as to how many pellets we have. So I will stop the tractor right here and let's jump onto the potato processing plant. Well, you can see we have 7 pellets, which I think I can sell along with our cake and the goat milk. So, and I think by the time I'm done with loading the cake, I will get another pellet of potato chips. I think it will be spawning right now. There it is. So we now have 8 pellets. So I think I will take them too along with the cake and the goat milk. So I will park the tractor and the trailer right here, and I will load all these pellets of cake that we have right here. and then we'll move to the potato processing plant so that we can start loading the pellets of potato chips onto the trailer, which we'll be selling along with the goat milk and the cake. It is all very difficult to reverse the articulated trailers. I think this will be the best position for it. So I will start loading the cakes quickly and I will see you once we are done. So there you can see we have 12 pellets of cake that we got from our bakery, and now it's time to load the potato chips on the trailer as well. And then I will move to the goat farm so that I can start loading all the pellets of goat milk that we have onto the trailer. And then we can move to the sell point and we can sell the potato chips, cake, and goat milk all together. So here's the potato processing plant. I will load these pellets as well, and I will see you in a second. So there we have it. We have 12 pellets of cake and 16 pellets of potato chips. Well, not 16. I forgot that we have 2000 liters of potatoes in each pellet. So that means we have 8 pellets of potato chips and 12 pellets of cake. And now I will move to our goat farm and I'm gonna start loading all the pellets of goat milk onto this trailer. So see you right at our goat farm. So here we are at our smaller farmyard and here is our goat farm. So I will park our tractor and our trailer right here, and there you can see we have plenty of pellets of goat milk that we can sell today. So once again I'll be jump cutting this loading part and I will see you in just a second. So there we go. We have 10 pellets of goat milk as well for selling. We also have another pellet right there, but it has only about 41 liters of goat milk, so I won't be taking it. So now our first destination will be the dairy where I'll be selling our goat milk. So I will first move to the dairy, and one thing I'll also like to discuss is about our eggs that we are getting from our chicken coop and also the wood chips. Since there is no way to stop them spawning, because if I don't remove the egg pellets from the spawning place, it will be showing me the message once again that there is no space to spawn the eggs at chicken coop. And same will be the case of wood chips. If I won't be getting them, it will be very difficult for me to get another pellets from our sawmill, because the wood chips are byproducts that we get from the sawmill. So I think along with delivering the products to the temple construction site, I'll also have to sell the eggs that we are gonna get from the chicken coop and the wood chips as well, because there is absolutely no way to stop them. I'll surely be keeping an eye on so as to how much money I'm gonna make with selling the eggs and wood chips. I will take a record of it and I'll be letting you know once we are gonna meet after a big time period. At least for this series it will be a big time period for me, but for you guys it will be just a matter of another episode that we are gonna get at the next day itself. So I think that's the best approach that we can take with the wood chips and eggs. So that means we are gonna sell the wood chips and eggs along with delivering the products to the temple construction site, and these things will be the only way to generate the money that we'll be getting while we are busy with working on the temple construction site. So as of now, I'm gonna move to the dairy and I will see you right there. So here we are at the dairy and let's sell our goat milk. And since we have 10 pellets, I think we are gonna get right about $100,000 for the goat milk as well. So I will quickly unstrap only the goat milk, although this place will not accept the potatoes or even the cake. So there we go. And once again, I am absolutely correct. You can see we made just over $100,000 for selling our goat milk. And you can see we now have almost $5.6 million in our bank account. That means we already have made, I think, right about $700,000 or even more. I think we started with $4.8 million in this episode, and we now have $5.6 million. So that means we have made right about $800,000 already by selling the products. So now is the time to take our remaining pellets to the farmers market, and we have 16,000 liters of potato chips and 12,000 liters of cake to sell. So I think for these pellets, I can get almost $200,000 more. So let's hope for the best and we'll see so as to how much money we can get from these pellets. And here's the farmers market. And once again, I'm gonna try to sell all these pellets in one go. So let's see how much money we can make from these pellets. There we go. So this time I'm quite wrong. As you can see, we have made right about $268,000 by selling the cake and the potato chips. And we now have well over $5.8 million. And I'm pretty sure that once I'm done with selling the milk as well, I'll be getting, I think, right about 125 to $150,000 by selling the milk. And I'll also be selling the sunflower oil because I won't be keeping the sunflower oil at the oil mill, as there will be many more oil pellets to be spawned right there. So now it's a time to sell the milk. As for this tractor and the trailer, I'm gonna park it in our farmyard. And for selling the milk, I think I won't be using our smaller tractor and the trailer, and instead I've decided to purchase a new truck and a bigger tanker so that we can sell all of the milk in two loads itself. Because if you will see into the quantity of milk that we have, you can see we have almost 14,000 liters of buffalo milk. And as for the cow milk, we have 30,000 liters of it. So I'll be selling all the milk that we have, and I think I can make well over $200,000 for selling the milk. So I'll first purchase a truck. So into the shop, I'll be going with either this one or this one. I think I can go with the electric version of this Volvo truck. So it is quite tempting and the color is also quite good. So I think this will be the best option for us. As for the wheel setup, I'll be going with 6x4, or should I stay with the 4x2 version? I think the 4x2 version will be good for now. As for the engine setup, I can stay with 450 horsepower engine, and rest for other things, I'll surely be getting the safety frame because we can now have beacons on our truck. As for the other things, it we can they can remain as they are. And this truck will cost me $157,000. So let's purchase it. There we go. And now for a bigger container. I think it will be in this section. Yep, there it is. And I won't be chasing the color. And it will cost me $90,000. So let's buy this as well. There we go. And now I will quickly jump onto our new vehicles. There it is. And there you can see this truck is absolutely silent. And let's attach our tanker to it. There we go. So I can now accommodate all of our milk in a single load. Well, actually in two load. I will be filling the cow milk first. We have just over 30,000 liters of cow milk. We're gonna sell it first, and then it will be turned for the buffalo milk, which I think we have just over 14,000 liters. So I will quickly move to our buffalo barn, and I will see you guys right there. So here we are at our buffalo farm, and let's refill our tanker with the cow milk first. I'll be selling the cow milk first, and then it will be the time for selling the buffalo milk. So let's start filling our tanker with the cow milk. So there we go. You can see we have just over 30,000 liters of cow milk that I'm gonna take to the dairy and we're gonna sell it. So I won't be jump cutting this part, and I think I'll be time lapsing this part of selling both types of milk, that is the cow milk and the buffalo milk. So I will see you guys once we are done. So here we are at the dairy for the final time in this month, and we have right about 14,000 liters of buffalo milk to sell. So hopefully we can get right about $120,000 for it, and we made right about $80,000 so from the cow milk. So if I get $120,000 more for the buffalo milk that will take our money count to $200,000 that I guessed for selling the cow milk and the buffalo milk. So there we go. Well, we made well over $175,000 by selling our buffalo milk. And to be precise, I think it is $175,000. And we got almost $80,000 for the cow milk. So that means we made well over $250,000 by selling the cow milk and buffalo milk, which is a good thing. And I think we got back the money that we invested in this truck and the container. And talking about the truck, although I am not a fan of electric vehicles, but it's worth a try because we already are using several machines that have ICE engines in them. So it was worth trying an electric truck. And I think I'll be using this truck once again when we are gonna end this series because we'll have to sell loads of milk once again. And along with it, I think I'll also purchase a big grain tank so that we can attach it to the truck and we are gonna sell the grain that we have in our silo and also the grain that we are gonna get from the crops that we'll be planting for the final season of this series. As of now, I'm gonna take this truck and the container back to our smaller farm, and after that, I will move to the February so that we can sell the sunflower oil as well. And I think that will be it for this episode as well. So, see you guys back at our smaller farm. So, here we are back to the farm, and I'm gonna park our truck and this container right here, and I can now move to the February so that we can also sell our sunflower oil because I don't think I have anything else to sell in this month. So I'll surely be jumping on to the February now, and we're gonna sell all the sunflower oil that we have, and I'll surely be calling it a day. So I'll see you guys right in the February. So here we are in February, and it's now time to sell the sunflower oil we have. But before that, I'm gonna jump to our tailor shop. We'll see if there is any pallet of clothes or not. Well, there are. You can see we have 4 pallets of clothes and we have 1,000 liters of clothes in each pallet. And I think fabric is still left. Yep, there you can see we have well over 10,000 liters of fabric to be processed. So I'm pretty sure that we'll be getting at least 10 pallets of clothes once we are done with processing the fabric that we have right here. And I think I will also get a few more pallets of fabric. Yep, there you can see we have 5 more pallets. So I'll also deliver them to our tailor shop. And now for selling the sunflower oil, I'll first have a look if the processing of sunflower is completed or not. Well, we still have just over 30,000 liters of sunflowers to be processed. But then again, we can surely wait for them, and I can now sell all the sunflower oil that we currently have at our oil mill. And as for their prices, you can see we are getting a quite a good price at the farmers market. So that means they are at their peak. So once again, I will jump into the Fendt tractor. There it is. And I will take this tractor and the trailer to the oil mill, and I will load all the pallets of sunflower oil that we are gonna get from the oil mill onto the trailer. We're gonna sell it, and that will be it for this episode as well. So I will see you guys right at our oil mill. So here we are at the oil mill, and I will now load all the pellets of sunflower oil onto this trailer, and I will see you guys once we are done. Well, as you can see, I'm done with loading all the pellets of sunflower that we got from our oil mill, and we have 27 pellets of sunflower oil with us, which I'm gonna take to the farmers market and I'm gonna sell them, and I'll be getting over $6,000 for a single pellet of sunflower oil. So that means I can easily make right about $180,000 by selling the sunflower oil. So let's head towards the farmers market because it's the place where I am getting the best prices for the sunflower oil, and I will see you right there. So here we are at the farmers market for the final time this season. So once again my guess will be $180,000. Let's see how close we can get. So there we go, and you can see we have made $230,000 by selling the sunflower oil, which is 50,000 more that I guessed. And you can see we now have just over $6.1 million in our bank account, and I think I invested right about $250,000 in purchasing the truck and a bigger container. So that means I was absolutely correct, and we have made right about $1.2 million in this episode itself. And I think I had earned even more. I think our total count will be well over $1.3 million if I'll have to calculate it. And we now have well over $6.1 million. So I think I can now raise our target till we end this series, because earlier I guessed that will be ending at right about $7 million, but I think we'll be ending this series with a lot more money. I think we can even touch with $10 million till we end this series. So as of now, it's now time to call it a day. I will park our tractor and the trailer right here for now, and I'll surely be skipping quite a few months from now on. And as you know, I have already prepared all the fields for our next crop. And since the planting season starts from February itself, so for the next episode, I'll surely be seeing you guys most probably in January once again, so that we can sell the products once again that we are gonna get from our various productions. And in this way, we are gonna start planting the crops for the final season for this series. And along with it, I'll also keep selling the eggs as well as the wood chips, and we'll also be getting the money from our temple construction work. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you do so, then do leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. As of now, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.